Congratulations. Welcome to Major League.
Come on. Come on. Boy. Congratulations.
That went, Bob. You got anything to say?
Excited. Let's go. Comfortable in center field.
I am. Yeah, I am. If you had to play center field in a big stadium with an extra deck on it, you think you could handle that? Yeah, come on. I think it's time, Julio. I think it's time. Bring on the J-Rod show. Okay? You go for that? Yes. Come here. Congratulations. You are a big leaguer, my man. That's all.
It is everyone's dream as a baseball player to get that call to the show, to get that call to the majors, solidifying your dream and making it come true. Baseball, oh baseball, I can't get enough. This is your host, John Carlos, and thank you so much for all the love you've shown this channel, as this channel is the premier podcast for baseball fans all across the world. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, BarrelUp Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video and comment down below. Follow us on Anchor and on Spotify as BarrelUp Podcast to hear this episode and more via audio on your way to the gym, on your way to work. Everything you need to know more. Weekly episodes here on BarrelUp Podcast. 2 to 3 times a week just for you guys, all the baseball fans, all the baseball enthusiasts, all the baseball personnel out there. Guys, Bobby Witt Jr. and Julio Rodriguez. Julio Rodriguez, the number 3 prospect in baseball, and Bobby Witt Jr., the number 1 prospect in baseball, had their dreams come true yesterday as they both get called up to the majors. Bobby Witt Jr. with the Kansas City Royals and Julio Rodriguez with the Seattle Mariners. What must I say? These kids are on a league of their own, adding to the talent. Didn't I say in the last episode that this year is full of talent, full of new talent? No, the future is bright in baseball. Didn't I say that it feels like baseball had this under their sleeve? Major League Baseball had all this talent under their sleeve, bringing back the viewings of the game, that this year is going to be remarkable because there is a lot of anticipation for the season to start, the lockout, the deal being made. But what about these two phenoms that are about to make their major league debut, and they are going to contribute to their respective teams, 2 teams, right? The Kansas City Royals with Bobby Witt Jr. and the Seattle Mariners with Julio Rodriguez, who have longed for franchise type players that can turn the page around and get these teams into pennant chasing situations. You know, you already know that the Kansas City Royals in 2015 made it to the Major League World Series, and they won it all. But it's now time to see what Julio Rodriguez brings to the table, and we're going to start with him. Let's analyze his career thus far in the minors and this year in spring training. Julio Rodriguez started in 2018, accumulating 219 at-bats, 69 hits, 5 home runs, 36 RBIs, with an average of 315 that year, his first year as a pro. Seconding that, in 2019, he had 328 at-bats, 107 hits, 12 home runs, 69 RBI, and for an average of 326, nearly doubling the numbers that he posted the prior year. We all know the lockout happened in 2020, so a lot of teams, a lot of players didn't play, obviously. So in 2021, he's back at it again with 291 at-bats, 101 hits, 13 home runs, 47 RBIs, 341 for average. Every year, getting better, showing why he deserved to be called up. 2022 thus far in the spring training, he has 34 at-bats, 14 hits, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, posting up an average of 412. 412, as you guys saw in the videos, right, of these 2 studs getting called up. This is the reason why, at least for Julio Rodriguez thus far, the kid nearly doubled his numbers every year. Franchise type of player. Almost gives me the vibes of a young Ken Griffey Jr. I am not comparing. I'm just saying it gives off the vibes right? When Ken Griffey Jr. got called up, there was a lot of anticipation to see him in the majors. Same thing with Julio Rodriguez and for the Seattle Mariners. He is going to be jotted into a lineup that has been reconstructing throughout the offseason, right? Jotted in there with young stars like Crawford, etc., that are only going to feed off each other and potentially put monster numbers. That just with the addition of Julio Rodriguez, the Seattle Mariners lineup just got 10 times more better and stronger. And we are about to witness greatness, just like we saw Wander Franco with the Tampa Bay Rays. Julio Rodriguez, nothing but congratulations to you. We'll see you in the show. Moving on to the number one prospect in baseball, Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. is from Texas. We all have heard of the last name Witt, as his father was a former baseball player, played in the major leagues, and Bobby Witt followed in his footsteps. Bobby Witt Jr., native from Texas, signed out of high school, and these are the numbers that Bobby Witt Jr. has put up thus far, making him into the major leaguer that he is. Bobby Witt Jr. in 2019 had 164 at-bats, 43 hits, 1 home run, 27 RBIs, posting up an average of 262 for a shortstop. 2021, we all know what happened in 2020, no playing, right? In 2021 in Double-A, he had 253 at-bats, 72 hits, 17 home runs, 46 RBI, posting up an average of 285. So his power numbers skyrocketed, his average skyrocketed, showing progression. This is what makes him the number one baseball player in the prospect system, right? Number one overall. You see his power numbers go up as a shortstop, hitting 285, the prior year 262, 72 hits, right? The more at-bats he got, the more production you got from him. He didn't finish the year in Double-A. He went to Triple-A when he got 244 at-bats, another 72 hits, right, in the same year, in another level of baseball, 16 home runs, 51 RBIs, posting up an average of 295. So 285 in Double-A. Then he gets moved to Triple-A in that same year, posted up an average of 295, finishing off the year as a 290 hitter. This is why he is only going to be great for Kansas City. I am excited to see this kid. But let's talk about his 2022 numbers in this spring training. 34 games, 34 at-bats, 13 hits, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs, posting up an average of 406. You guys saw him getting called up. This is why he gets called up. This is why he's the number one prospect in baseball. Brings all 5 tools. Both Julio Rodriguez and Bobby Witt Jr., 5 tool players, and they are going to display that in the major leagues. Bobby Witt Jr., plus glove, plus defender, has a great arm, can hit for power, which we are in the era of power hitting shortstop. So he fits right in, and has what a lot of players accumulate throughout their experience. He has the fundamentals. He knows how to play the game. Julio Rodriguez, plus bats, plus arm, elite defender, can play center field, can play the corners, right? Versatile, and also can steal some bases. In his minor league career, there was a year where he stole 21. That's a lot of upside. This is why Julio Rodriguez is going to be penciled in perfectly in the Seattle Mariners lineup, and is going to be a power bat right off the gate with the chances of even winning Rookie of the Year. Both of these guys can do it. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know how excited you are to see the number 1 and number 3 player of all the rankings in the minor league system getting called up. We still have one more, right? Who is Jeremy Pena. 2 months ago, we talked about him. Let's not forget about him. But like I said, everybody's dream as a baseball player is to get called up, and in grand style. These kids are 2 days away from playing their first major league game. 21-year-olds, both of them. Let's see what's to come, what will happen with their careers. Nothing but congratulations. I'm more than excited to see these young studs put out for their families, for their teams, and for what they love, which is baseball. Baseball. Oh, baseball. I can't get enough. Comment down below. What are your thoughts? Who will finish with better numbers throughout the season? What's to come? Comment your thoughts on these two players. This is your boy, John Carlos. I hope you enjoyed this and other podcasts. We do it with love, baby. Baseball or baseball. I can't get enough. I'll see you soon. Bobby Witt Jr. and Julio Rodriguez. Welcome to the show.